hello from the remarkable, culturally rich, historic, bustling, and architecturally stunning city we've so adventurously sailed to aboard our floating home, the capital of Catalonia, Barcelona, Spain. This is home to 5.7 million residents and has been ranked by Resonance Consulting as the 8th best city in the world for 2024. And y'all, this city is going to be our home for the next 10 days as we explore this diverse part of the world ourselves. Just a good old southern couple from Missouri and Mississippi. On this journey, we found ourselves among a dozen different anchorages, and now that we're in Barcelona, we're in our 26th marina to date since sailing out of the good old US of A. So as we sail ourselves all the way around the world together, we're of course bringing y'all with us for every step of the journey. If y'all missed part 1 of our Barcelona experience, we shared with y'all a brief tour of the marina, brought y'all with us for a little bourbon hunting and a little local dining experience. But since then, we've gone bourbon hunting some more.
We're walking our dogs off. We'll score for us. Jack Daniel's Stripper Club pack here.
We've gone on lots and lots of walks exploring the area. But today, in this video, the real adventure begins as we bring y'all with us as we dip our toes into some of the experiences that we cannot resist trying out for ourselves. Spoiler alert, this city is literally incredible and there's no way we can experience it all in just our 10-day stint here. So we've decided on doing some of the things that seem to resonate with us the absolute most. While this city is massive and exciting to be in, this video is likely going to catch you by complete surprise as our excursions unfold. Because in addition to Barcelona being a big old concrete jungle, you'll also see in today's video that we found ourselves in a nature-filled oasis that's not packed with tourists like sardines in a tiny tin can. We've journeyed outside of the city for something we think may end up being our favorite experience in and around Barcelona so far, but I guess y'all will just have to stick around to see if this lives up to what we've hyped it up in our heads or not. We're going to bring y'all along to the outlet stores to see if we can actually find any good deals or if it's all just a big gimmicky scam. Sean's gonna be bourbon hunting at around 20 different wine and liquor stores.
All right. What do we have here? I think we got to give it a shot. I think we stumbled into Barcelona bourbon heaven, y'all.
And we're going to be tasting the food recommended by other channels and famed television shows as we navigate this mega city. Alright y'all, we are at La Granja Viador. We are having churros. We're going to dip it in some chocolate. This was featured on I'll Have What Phil's Having. Oh my god. Potatoes with bacon and macaroni. This is oxtail. We're going to bring y'all with us today to go to La Boqueria. There are all sorts of markets here, open air, and they're all over the city. La Boqueria is the most popular one, and we're actually going to start out the day having breakfast at the La Boqueria at one of the little restaurants. So we just got to La Boqueria. This is an open air market, a very typical place here in Barcelona. They're all over Barcelona. We got here pretty early, so not every single booth is open yet. We're gonna be able to be here and explore and enjoy it as everything is opening. We are at El
We're at the Egg Shack.
I am going to be getting some fried eggs over oxtail. Baby, what did you order?
Eggs fried square. Y'all, here we are in downtown Barcelona, Spain, and this is Villa Vinoteca. Let's go check it out. Look, they're small, man.
91.4 proof.
They're blondins.
All right, y'all, we've been bopping around Barcelona, and we have stumbled upon the flagship wine palace. And we're going to go in here and see if they have some good old Kentucky bourbon whiskey. We found the bourbon, but their selection is They don't have a whole lot of super good stuff, but they do have a lot of Jack Daniels. I've got the bottled and bond. If you saw our previous video, that's a really good stuff, really banana forward, really good. Mixer, good on its own. I've never tried the Jack Triple Mash. Also 100 proof. I think we got to give it a shot. All right, y'all. We did find the Jack Daniels Triple Mash, 100 proof. Never tried it. We're going to give it a shot. We'll let you know what we think and bring you along with us. We are at a place called Art de Vins, and there's an old country song called Little Dust on the Bottom. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but you're talking about some dust on the bottom. Let's go see if they got a little dust on the bourbon bottle. Regular Jack, not seeing any single barrels, regular Four Roses. They got all the regular stuff, nothing high proof, nothing 100 proof or above I'm seeing. He didn't have anything to speak of in there bourbon-wise. Found this little score, my old go-to standbys. Good old Knob Creek, 9-year small batch 100 proof. Really good stuff. It's not expensive, really good. Never know what you're gonna find. We found this little shop called La Fuente. We're supposed to have some pretty decent bourbon selections according to what the good old interweb says. So it's always exciting. Maybe you find something at a good price, maybe you don't. Who knows? You don't know till you check it out. So let's get it. Old Samuel Kentucky style bourbon.
Blended, bottled, and distributed by Turok Distilleries in the Netherlands.
Yeah. That would be hard now. What is this?
It says distilled and bottled by Ezra Brooks Distilling in Louisville, Kentucky.
It's only 80 proof. I don't know how old that is. I don't know. Don't know anything about Ezra Brooks, so I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. Is this garbage, or is this a good mixer, or is this a sipper? I don't know. Maybe it's worth a shot. Maybe it's not. I believe I'm going to pass for now. See if we find anything else. We do have Buffalo Trace. I know this is hard to get in the States in some places, but looks like they have it here for 32 euros. Regular wild turkey, if that was 101, that would be all over it. Four Roses single barrel is really good, but this is the small batch. That's a pretty good pour. I do have the bottled and bond Jack Daniels. I do have a bottle of that we found. We got this Michter's small batch, the original, the US 1 small batch American whiskey, and then the Michter's single barrel straight rye. Not generally a rye fan, but that could be something. What's the proof on this?
84.8 proof.
The one I was looking for is the limited release Michter's toasted barrel. It's supposed to be really good. I read a lot about that. Generally looking for the higher proof stuff in the bourbon blends, and I actually like the wheated bourbons. Maker's Mark is a wheated bourbon, but this is regular Maker's Mark. Not any of the higher proof bottles like Cask Strength or any of that. Several bottles of Blanton's up there, and Blanton's Gold, which is really hard to find in the States. That's 173 euros, so that's near 200 US. So they got that marked up for the John Wick tourist price. That's good stuff here, though. So they had good selection in there. They had a few things, but the prices were a little high. So I just don't want to overpay for something. Plus, on the boat, we don't have a lot of extra storage, so you don't want to crowd the boat with a lot of overpriced stuff. So we'll keep hunting for something at the right price. We have fun just getting out, looking and checking, seeing what we can hunt up and find. That's the fun part, is the hunt. You don't always have to find something. You don't always have to buy something. It's the hunt. It's fun. We are at a place called Bodega Macia. No idea what we might run into in here. We're about to find out. Let's get it. The Wild Turkey 101.
That's a score.
Regular Blanton.
For 101.
That's not a bad price on the regular Blantons, but I think about $100 US is about the highest. It's good whiskey, but it's the John Wick phenomenon, so that's right on the verge of being the right price. We did see that same bottle of Blanton's in regular Blanton's in France for 82 euros, and I passed on it like an idiot. So here we are. It's the cheapest we've seen it since. After passing on us for 82 is 101. And that's it. We're going to get that Wild Turkey 101. All right, y'all. So we can score here in the bodega. We got a solid bottle of Wild Turkey 101, 101 proof. Good stuff. Let's go check out Torres. All right. What do we have here? We're going to see what we ran up against in here. Got your little Jack Daniel's Stripper Club pack here with your little Stripper Club bottles. Looky here, looky here. What do we have here? Looky. Dot balls on the hooky. What do we got? Looks like a little single barrel 100 proof Jack Daniel's here. Traveler's exclusive. That might be something, a little something. They got the Wild Turkey 101 that we just scored around the block for 29 euros, and it happens to be 33 euros here. So score for us. They got Buffalo Trace they had around the corner for 23 euros, but he had it in the back room and acted like he didn't even want to show it to us. I finally got him to write the price down on a piece of paper, and it was 23 euro. They got it here for 28, so €5 more. 4 rows of single barrel. This is really solid. It's 100 proof. Yeah. 4 rows of single barrel is really solid. If this was Evan Williams bottled and bond, I would be all over this, but this is just regular Evan Williams. We just left Torres, and they had a really good selection of wines and spirits in there. A couple of bottles that might be on the come back and get list. We'll keep those in mind and keep hunting. All right, y'all. So we have been hopping and bopping all over Barcelona on the hunt and prowl for some good old bourbon. We've hit a lick here or there. We've been to a lot of places. We found a place that could be the last one on our list. Done a lot of research, shows a lot of promise. We found this store, so let's go in and see if it's a score. All right, y'all. This store is definitely a score. They definitely, without a doubt, have the best bourbon selection that we have found in all of Barcelona. Evan Williams Black Label, which is good, very basic bourbon. They've got your 4 roses, they got the small batch, and then they've got this awesome 4 rows of single barrel. Good old Knob Creek 900 proof. Good old Wild Turkey 101. Buffalo Trace for 27. Got your basic Jack Daniel's. They got the triple mash. Eagle Rare. We're going to have some of that. Willet Pot Still, Woodford Reserve, and look at the Blantons, y'all. They got the trifecta of the Blanton. Regular Blantons, which we've seen the better price on that. This is 125 euro. They've got the Blanton's Gold at 165 euro. And then they've got the Unobtainium in the States. This here is the Blanton's straight from the barrel for 194 euro. Y'all, literally at another store here, we saw the exact same straight from the barrel. They wanted 253 euro for it. This here, 194. What a score. You know, Michter's small batch. They got all the Michter's Sour Mash, Jack Daniel's Rye. Look at all this stuff. I think we stumbled into Barcelona bourbon heaven, y'all. All right, y'all. So they had the bourbon in that store. We definitely hit a lick. Can't wait to show you everything we found. And we've been bopping all over Barcelona and have some amazing bourbon selections to show y'all. So be sure, smash that subscribe button and check out the next video.
While Sean is a lover of bourbon and the hunt that comes with it as we travel the world, I cannot deny myself as a lover of all things fashion, beauty, and shopping. Shopping is not something I typically get to do a lot of as we sail around the world in so many remote places. So I couldn't pass up the opportunity to do some outlet shopping while here. We're at Barcelona Nord, which is a station that is going to take us 45 minutes over to a shopping area that's supposed to be the outlets. We hopped off the bus upon arrival to the highly manicured high-end outlet shopping center. Going into this day of shopping, my biggest questions were, are these going to be true outlets? Will we actually be able to find any deals? Is this a gimmick? Huge strikeout at Ralph
Ralph Lauren. Their like absolute cheapest stuff on their most discounted rack was like bottom line $179. I mean, everything was like crazy close to regular price.
Also struck out at YSL. The prices were not discounted to the point that we saw the value in purchasing at that particular outlet store. However, we ended up scoring major at Burberry, Levi's, Versace, and Vans. We were able to snag some things we love for 80% or more off the retail price. So as a whole, the shopping experience was definitely not a tourist trap, and we enjoyed a fun shopping day scoring these highly discounted items. Kind of like Sean loves to hunt for bourbon, it was really fun to hunt for some super good deals worth the purchase that would also fit into our cruising lifestyle. One of the shocks to both of us about Barcelona is that being able to immerse yourself in nature is not as difficult as one may assume. There are multiple large parks in Barcelona that aren't actually too terribly crowded typically. This big, massive park right in the middle of Barcelona is just so incredible, and the Arc de Triomphe is right down there. That there was a Barcelona Arc de Triomphe before we came here?
Before we came here? No. I do now because we just walked all up underneath it.
Y'all, this whole video has been leading up to the best day we experienced in Barcelona. A day that filled us both with awe and wonder. A day that was completely unexpected to us in every single way. We had no idea you could experience something like this right outside of bustling Barcelona, Spain. While we certainly enjoy exploring new towns and cities, we love being in nature and being away from the crowds even more. So we decided to go climb to the top of Montserrat Mountain, about an hour outside of the city. But first, this is how we got there. Alright y'all, after cabbing about 15 minutes over to the train station, we secured our round-trip train tickets for the day and began leg one of our journey for the day. After just over an hour, we arrived to switch over to our next mode of transportation, which ended up being the cable car. That would take us to the Montserrat Monastery. The highest summit of Montserrat is called Sant Jeroni and stands 4,055 feet above sea level. This is the summit we will be hiking today. Here is the starting and ending point at the monastery. Here is the summit itself, and here is where the funicular takes passengers who want to see a gorgeous view, but most of them do not hike up from this point. They simply take their photos and go back down on the funicular. Montserrat is known by the Romans as Sawtoothed Mountain and by the Catalonians as Sacred Mountain. It is known for its unusual appearance in the Benedictine monastery of Santa Maria de Montserrat. Supposedly, the views from the absolute very top, which is where we're headed, are out of this world, amazing, incredible, stunning, beautiful, like none other. Hopefully it lives up to it. We're gonna see as we keep on. We have currently been 1.89 miles. So far, the views are definitely worth it. The hike is not as easy as just hopping on that cable car and going up to the top, but we're all about adventure and we're enjoying every view along the way.
Awesome stuff, man.
We're not even at the top and the views are totally worth doing the hike.
Really epic hike.
Started off wearing my long sleeve Lululemon zip up. I was burning up, sweating. The higher up we get, it has gotten chilly, honey. So I might end up having to put that back on. It's chilly, chilly. My booty's burning. My legs are burning. This is like the best of visiting Barcelona. You're getting nature, you're getting a workout, you're getting away from the crowds. And one really amazing thing is that not a ton of people are hiking, like a handful, but it's like the end of May, so it's like, I guess, beginning of peak season here in Barcelona. I feel like this is like the perfect time to come do something like this. You've got the trail mostly to yourself. Every now and then you pass somebody, but it's really nice to just be the two of us getting the booty burn. We just passed somebody. There's some sort of building in front of us. 10 minutes?
That's what the sign said.
Baby, I'm so excited. Let's just say, this has been my favorite day in Barcelona. Has it been your favorite day, or do you have a different favorite day?
My favorite day was our wedding day.
Mine too. The higher we go, the better the view. So look at this behind us. This is crazy. Like, who knew this was right outside of Barcelona?
There you go. The epicer it gets.
Oh my gosh, babe. And this isn't even the best view yet. Whoa.
We made it all the way to the pinnacle.
What an epic day. Probably my favorite Barcelona day. I don't know if anything could beat this one. Y'all, we made it all the way to the top and it was absolutely worth it. I mean, y'all, this is where we're hiking down right now. So we are gonna be hiking down, walking, trying to find a spot with the best view that we can find to sit somewhere and have our little picnic lunch and enjoy a little break and a mostly downhill hike back. Decided upon this spot to stop, have our little picnicky lunch. I've gotten bundled back up because the wind is blowing and it's a little chilly up here. And we're just stopping to have a little picnic lunch break. Our picnic is over and now we are heading back down. And we've got about 3 miles to go, so it should be a lot easier on the way down. Even different views on the way down than what you had up. This is just the best day. This is a lookout point on our way down. This is really wide and open, and there's only like 8, 9, 10 people here total for this big area, plus us. Perfect day with my baby.
You're epic.
Y'all have to see this shot. Just look how epic this is on the walk down once again.
All right, let's get it.
This view, oh my gosh. The camera cannot even begin to do justice to what we're witnessing with our ferry on ice. And this is why we're sailing around the world, y'all. This is why, for these experiences. Oh my God.
Looks like a big old stiff one right there.
I think we found the funicular station where you can ride the funicular up, get your shots, go down, skip the hike. So I guess if you don't want to do the hike, this is a popular spot to get your pictures.
Downwards.
All right, y'all, we did the dang thing. We went all the way to the top. We did our loop. I'll put on the screen exactly how far it was, how many calories we burned according to the watch, and all that jazz. But that was amazing. We're so glad we did it. We're glad we didn't do the funicular and just get a ride up to the one lookout point. We're glad we went all the way to the top and looped back around and did the whole dang thing. Woo! On the way down.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to our weekly videos. Please comment below and let Sean know what y'all want to see him tasting out of the bourbon finds we shared in this video. And remember to hit that subscribe button if y'all don't want to miss out on the next video where we'll be sailing out and on to the next place. Plus, Sean is going to reveal the full extent of the bourbon finds he scored in Barcelona in our very next video. We know y'all love his bourbon escapades, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. Give this video a like before clicking away, and we'll see y'all next time on Sailing Tela.